Hello my friends and welcome to another pick a card reading. I hope you're all doing really well and it's lovely to have you here. Today I'll be looking at the question, are you on the right path? So we're just going to be looking at a few indicators, options, just some signs with the oracle cards and also with the tarot. 3 piles to choose from as always. Pile 1. The Cosmovisions Tarot, Pile 2, the Orion's Animal Tarot, and Pile 3, the White Fly Tarot. Pile 1, Pile 2, and Pile 3. Do remember that these are general readings, so if you were after a private reading, please do get in touch. My details are in the description box below, and the timestamps will also be in the description box below. So I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose the Cosmovisions Tarot, and are you on the right path? So I'm just going to pop your oracle to one side and let's have a look. Sorry, your tarot to one side and have a look at your initial oracle. Delight. 1 plus 9 is 10. And the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. Beautiful. And then your astrology is, we have conjunction, unity, autonomy, individuation, inner self, self-motivation, concentration, and personal interests. Wonderful. And Mars, willpower, desire, fortitude, and rage. I've got a certain thing for Mars. I love Mars. I love it so much. My favourite game is God of War on the PlayStation, so... Oh God, I tell you, if any of you that are watching are gamers or you're just after a really good story, God of War Ragnarok is insane. It really is. The story has just got me in this. It's making me feel delightful, and it's also the power of Mars, so it's just amazing. So it's that drive. You know, when we feel that like we've actually got control of something and we know that we are on the right track. That's how I am feeling with you, Pile 1, immediately. Ostentation. So that's Saturn and Taurus. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to look that up, what that means, because I don't know. I was like, do I know? Maybe I know. Okay, Saturn with Taurus. Saturn and Taurus would work well together, I think. Hardworking, dedicated, working towards the good things in life, knowing that something needs some kind of process to get there. And Taurians are very much like that. They're consistent. So, or the sign of Taurus, the energy of Taurus is that. So that would be, in my opinion, very compatible with Saturn. Ooh. Targatis, number 11. Mer magic transformation, deep diving. Wow, that's beautiful. Really beautiful. Okay. So what I'm getting just offhand is that with the cards that we have here, it feels good. Wherever you're at right now, it feels pretty good. It feels like even if you're not on the right track, you still feel like this is a good place to be. And you're having fun while you're doing it. So Venus is riding a sea ball surrounded by cherubim and dolphins. The planet Venus rules the sign of Taurus, represents the romantic, pleasure-loving nature of the sign. A rich woman drives a chariot driven by white bulls. So, I think that this is saying that you are doing the right thing when you're on this path, Par 1. You're doing the right thing that's going to push you towards a sense of feeling abundant. Because the thing is it's that whole thing of like where you feel something first and then you kind of embody it. And I'm definitely getting that with this. And we've also got conjunction with them. We've got the kind of combination of Venus here, and then we have Mars with the drive. It's a beautiful combination, really beautiful. And with the dedication that Taurus kind of exudes, and with the consistency of Saturn, I think there's something very special that's going on here. Very special, Par 1. I'm liking it a lot. Let's see what this Atargatis is. She was the first ever mermaid. Wow. She was one of the main goddesses of Assyria. Founded around about 1000 BC. She's a goddess of fertility. Oh, bless her. She fell in love with a mortal, and then she was too powerful. She was too powerful for him, and then she accidentally killed him. Can you imagine that? Oh my god. Oh my god. That would be so hard. Wow. So, goodness. So, in times of heartbreak or challenge, let her journey to the depths. Let her journey to the depths with you, guiding your way back up to the light. Remember, heartbreak can be a catalyst for the most powerful transformation. Okay, so it seems like you might not feel like you're in the best of places here, where you're in this space, even though, or you may have come from this space. You may have come from a space where it's been quite heavy, but you've managed to kind of come up from that. I think if you were grieving, in a period of grieving, you've kind of moved beyond that. It's almost like you're able to transmute this situation into some real gold for yourself. Par 1, that's what it feels like. So already the answer to your question is, are you on the right path? And I think it's a yes. Composer, which is the Page of Cups. The Commander, who is the King of Pentacles. Life on Earth, yeah, definitely you're on the right path, Par 1. Definitely. Life on Earth, that's the world. The Elementalist, King of Swords. What are you doing, Par 1? What are you up to? And the Six of Swords reversed. Six of Birds. And the Nine of Trees reversed. Interesting. Interesting. Now, you might have been in a job where you had very good financial security, and you really were doing well. So say, for example, like you were working as a stockbroker or something like that, or you were working as some kind of financial analyst. It feels like something quite corporate. You were in that space, and then what happened was then you realised that you really wanted to... I read an article, actually. It was about a guy that he was a teacher, and then he decided over the pandemic that he really enjoyed making bread. So he opened up a bakery in that time. That's what I see here. I see a new venture that really, really makes your heart just kind of sing. And also there's something that really helps you to connect to use those things that you manage to acquire in your business acumen, your business kind of strategy and portfolio and experience. You're able to apply that generally to this, not generally, specifically to this new venture. Because going from the King of Pentacles to the King of Swords, you know, it's like you're able to manifest things together. And this particular elementalist is somebody who's able to weave together all 4 of the elements. So going from this position of where you were, this kind of Page of Cups, having this idea, connecting with your emotions, and then being able to transmute it into a completely different way. You have completed this cycle of you just thinking about money and business, because essentially you felt that was going to be what you wanted to do. But now you're seeing that actually there's more, there's something else. You need to connect to your emotions more. And this is what you do it. But you're not going to, the financial stability is not there. But you don't care about that. You don't care. Because this is actually something that's really important for you to do. Just make sure that's all, sorry about that. Didn't realise that was going to shake the table so much. There we go. Super cold here, so I've just got lots and lots of layers on. Right, okay. Yeah, I think you're essentially moving into a new phase that's going to help you to give you something that's really going to be deep for you, transformative for you. It's almost like you're taking out your essence and you're starting to share it with the world. Pile 1. Beautiful, really beautiful. Queen of Spades, which is the god of waters. Ace of Hearts. Spirit Magic. And 5 of... Yeah, these are all reversed. So I think that something happened to cause you to want to change this. You knew that you weren't connected to what you were doing in the past. And it was vital that you made a change. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like something like pretty serious that made you need to change. You were like, I have to do this. And I have to commit to this because it's really important to me. And you knew there's something about like the era of your life that had happened previously. It was just over. That was just done, and now you are stepping into a new life. You're stepping into a new version of yourself. And you couldn't leave that part of yourself behind. You had to welcome it and integrate it. You had to go back there. And it might have cost you quite a bit of money. It's interesting. What's that saying? You know, like when people work really hard to get their wealth and then they spend it trying to get their health back. There's a bit of that. Be that mental health, physical health, emotional health, spiritual health. And then you've got the 5 of clubs, the portal for the child. Yeah, this is inner child stuff. You having to go back to that point where you felt that you could be like this dancer, doing loads of different things, changing, using fire, using water, using air, using earth, all of those things where you believe that you could do those things. You are actually doing it now because you know you can. And you have to do it in a way that's going to be really beautiful for you, that's going to be enriching to your soul and to your path. to who you are. Wow, cards went everywhere there. Ace of Clubs. So Ace of Clubs with the Six of Birds. You're going back in time. You're going back in time to another place. You're going back in time. You're recapturing memories and things. Pile one. I don't know if you're opening a business that might have been something that you loved doing when you were a kid. But yeah, you're going back to rediscover something. So you're definitely on the right path. Definitely. Pile one. 8 of Diamonds. Portal for the small sun. Yeah, it's almost like you're having to take a few defeats. And, you know, this kind of road is not straight and easy. It may feel very right, but once we get on that path, you know, sometimes things can come across that kind of make us think, actually, are we on the right path? Because it's all seeming to go a bit, you know, Pete Tong, bit awry. But you are on the right path. It's just going to seem like that for now. So let's... Okay. Regeneration. Okay. So this is an opportunity for you to go back and heal those old wounds. You're healing. Angelic light body. Wow. Yeah, you are. For sure. This is speaking to your higher self. So beautiful. Pile one. So beautiful. So yes, you are on the right path with whatever you're doing. And then we have locality, bearings, disorientation, and digression. So you might be opening something, like, say for example, you might decide to open a small business or something, like with that analogy that I used with that guy that was a teacher and then he decided to become a baker. It was something that he felt very passionate about, something that he felt that was close to his heart. Yeah, beautiful, really beautiful. I think you're going to make a lot of people delighted, happy. There's something very soft and beautiful I'm feeling, something so beautiful. It's almost like a hug. So you could be even like making cupcakes or something for a living. I don't know, there's something really delightful that you're doing for people. Accepting challenges, trust your inner resources. It may be difficult to trust at this time because obviously it's something that's very different from what you've previously done, but you're on the right track. Let me read to you what it says, because it usually says a beautiful poem in there, and then I'll close out with a question for you, pile one. Rise above time and space. Pass by the world and be to yourself your own world. So you're gifted with mental resources such as determination, self-worth and kindness that make you resilient. You're capable of coping with adversity and pushing through challenges in the pursuit of opportunities. The seed of your power lies in your ability to face the challenge, open the door to major breakthroughs and leave nothing to chance. Dig deeply inside and use your strengths to solve any problems you face. Comes back to what I said about you being able to use the things that you did in your previous business. Honestly, like I just got a feeling that you will encounter challenges that, honestly, if you were to look at them in hindsight, you probably would think this is nothing. But because it's you who's at stake this time, it's going to just make so much difference. But whereas like, because it's small scale and it's you, but then when you look at it, like say, for example, you might have been doing the same for like, or something else for like a massive company where you had so much more at stake, but yet when you do it and you've got your own stuff on the line, your own self on the line, it's just so much bigger. The stakes are so much higher. Whereas, it just seems like you were it was easier for you to do it when you had no emotional attachment to stuff, which is why the stakes are going to be higher. So that's going to be a challenge. And I think that's really what I can see here that will happen. But that's part of it. That's part of the beauty of this life in walking forward in that sense. And this is your time, Pile 1. This is your time. Okay, and then we've got the Phoenix. Wow. So, what will bloom from your ashes? I love that Pile 1. Incredible. So, the answer to your question, are you on the right path? I think the answer is yes, but I'll let you make your own decision. If you like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe for more videos. If you are interested in a private reading, please do get in touch. My contact details are below in the description box. But otherwise, my darlings, so beautiful to read for you today. Thank you for allowing me to tune into your energy, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Orion's Animal Tarot. So let's dive into your Oracle. Root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. Pisces. Pisces and Neptune. Sheila and Nanig. Wow. Wow. The original Empress. And flattery and enthusiasm. So we've got Venus in Gemini, and we've got Sun in Sagittarius. Beautiful. Okay, so are you on the right path? I think you've got a steady idea of where you're going. You're wondering, because it's almost like you've been told that this is the right way to go, but you don't know whether or not that this is the right way to go. You've got like a good stabilization. You've got ideas and dreams about where you want to go, but you don't know 100%. There's everything that seems to be pointing this way, but you're in two minds about it. And particularly with that Piscean energy, I see the two fishes swimming in opposite directions very, very much. And it's sometimes like cycles in whether or not you think that you are doing the right thing. Sometimes maybe it might be for a week, and then maybe for another week you think that you're not. You're not in that position. You're not in that mindset of going forward. So let's have a look with your tarot. What's going on? Pile 2 on the right path. Wheel of Fortune. Reversed. Death reversed. The Magician. The Ace of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles. I was definitely picking up on that energy. You really don't know. Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Three of Wands. So pile 2, what I'm getting is that you feel like you've got everything you need to go forward on this path, but you don't know if you want to do it or not. You still feel like there's unfinished things to kind of take care of before you go on this path. So it may be something that you might need to do in the future rather than do now. So are you on the right path? You might need to take a little, I wouldn't say a detour, but you might need to just put it on the back burner for a bit. You might need to put it in the distance for a little bit, because that Three of Wands is telling me that there's something about you have got an opportunity to really see this, but there's something maybe that you have to stabilize first, because maybe people are telling you one thing and that you can do something, but then you're thinking, actually, I don't know if I'm in a stable enough position to do that. I don't know if I'm really at that point to do it. But it's kind of like, you know, it's your destiny. Wheel of Fortune and the shilling the gig is actually what you're supposed to be doing. But there's still transformation that needs to occur within you. There's still something that has to die. There's still something that you have to change before you can embark on this. And you are definitely on the path to changing that. Whether or not you're on the path directly to doing what you want to do, I don't think you're there yet. I don't think you're ready to do that, to take that path. It's almost like you can see what you want to do, but you can't take the action to go there just yet. There's too many things that you need to like reconcile before you do that. It's definitely on the back burner though, definitely. But it doesn't feel like now is the right time. Okay. Eight of clubs, and it's reversed. The portal of the philosopher. No, it's not the right time. The Jack of clubs, God of synchronicity. It's almost like you're waiting for the right moment. You're waiting for something to tell you. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I think things may tell you, but other people are not going to do that. And also, you, just because you want to, I don't know, there's something that tells me that just because it seems like the right time, it still might not seem the right time. There's something else. If you feel it's the right time, by all means, go ahead and do it. Just make sure you got everything in check. I think you could do it, of course. The only thing I would say is that it might be a bit harder. Like, particularly with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, you won't get the returns that you anticipate. And Wheel of Fortune, Death reverse. Look, Wheel of Fortune, Death reverse, Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, or reversed, I would say no. But you are a magician. And Three of Wands. It's in the future, not now. Three of spades. The portal for the forest. Yes, some work needs to be done. Some depth work needs to be done. You need to clear out some stuff. Something needs to die. Look at all these cards, all black cards. Queen of Spades, God of Waters, yeah. You need to invoke some fire. We've got some wands, but we need some fire. Okay, thank you. 10 of Hearts. But yeah, you need to heal. You've got some stuff that you need to get on with. You really do. You've got some, and it's got to be without needing the validation from external sources. It's got to be from you, and you're able to do this, but I think you just need to be really clear with it. 8 of Hearts reversed. The portal for the mother. Something about relationships, pile 2. Something about you reconnecting to some relationships. If there is something with your mother figure, even if it is, like if you are in contact with your mum, or if you have a good relationship with your mum, go and visit her. Go and speak to her, if she's still with us. Make some time to go see her, if you are on good terms. If you're with her already, take some time to analyze your connection with her. There's something there for you. Pile 2. Okay, let's have a look at your oracle. Garden of Eden. I feel like you need to find this space within yourself. I almost got transported. I was looking at Dante's Inferno yesterday. Was it Dante's Inferno? Yeah, it was Dante's Inferno. And I was like researching about the 7 or the 9 spheres of hell, and I think it's the 7 kind of plinths of the sins of purgatory. And this reminded me of the Garden of Eden that comes at the top. So there may be some work that needs to, before you get to this Garden of Eden, that needs to happen. Just because people are telling you that they think that you should go there doesn't mean that you will go to that space where you think that you can just achieve it. Doesn't mean that you should do it. Do you know what I mean? Power. Wow. This is a quest for your power. This is to gain more power, because there's been some sense of disempowerment. I just think this thing with like asking with other people, like with this flattery and this enthusiasm, yes, but the flattery, I don't like it. And I'm not looking at it from, oh yeah, that it's good to be flattered. But there's, I don't know, I just get a bit of evil eye kind of vibe. And when I say that, I'm talking about like evil eye can work both ways. It can work with you being, with people saying good things about you as well. Do you know what I mean? It can sometimes weaken you. And I think that's what's going on here. So I feel like, don't let other people live your life, you know. Be really strong and grounded in your own sense of being. And I think you are anyway with that Piscean energy. But I think that Piscean energy might cause people to want to siphon off that energy. And particularly with that Sheila in a gig. Because, as I said, she's the original Empress. So everybody's going to want some of that energy, aren't they? Progenitiveness. Neglectfulness, coddling, and parenthood. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. So there's this element of coddling going on. Something needs to be, you need to go back and reevaluate that. Okay, so we've got one of these cards. I usually close out with these cards, but I chose two types of cards that you would close out with. So it kind of defeats the object. But hey, you get twice as much. It's twice as good for you. So you got self-creation, which is amazing. And I'm just going to read the beautiful like poem that comes in the book. Beautiful picture, right? Be the author of your own life. Self-creation. I am not one who is weak against the turn of destiny. I will undo the wheel of heaven if it turns against my wish. Wow. There are things in life that are not in our control, and things which are. Inner peace and outer effectiveness come to those who can distinguish between the two. When we feel weak in the face of what we can change, we fall short of our dreams. By realizing we can adjust ourselves to what happens in life, we can take charge of determining our own response to our reality in a creative way. Wow, you can do something different. You can. Do not be attached to the things you cannot change. Focusing on the paths of others does not bring you inner peace and personal accomplishment. So, there you go, pile 2. Let's just see anything else. By trusting the flow, you'll be able to envision new possibilities and create a world of your own. Let the universal energy guide you towards a creative power you may never have imagined you could share. Beautiful. So, I'm going to close out with a question. And you had Delphinus. Amazing. So it says here, if we carry the work of our ancestors, are they not immortal? Wow. If we carry the work of our ancestors, are they not immortal? I love that. Wow. So, in answer to your question, pile 2, are you on the right path? You are, but there's some stuff that you need to do before you go onto that path. You have to do some prep work first. You have to do some stuff first. You have to gain some sense of independence. You need some more training, I would say. And I mentioned at the very beginning, I mentioned it at the beginning of pile 1 actually. I'm absolutely obsessed with this computer game called God of War Ragnarok, which is the most incredible storyline. It's actually won awards at the Video Game Awards, and it's just, the storyline is incredible. But I just feel like you're the sun, the character of the sun in this story, in this reading. And you just need some more training, just a little bit before you go onto this path. And then you'll be able to go. You need to make these be upright and red. And then you can have a crack. Oh, pile 2, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe for more videos. But otherwise, my darlings, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the White Fly Tarot. So let's have a little look. Are you on the right path? Are you on the right path, pile? Pile 3. There's another card here. Need to get that out. Sorry about that, pile. Sorry about the noise. There we go. I thought I'd be really good because I got this lovely card holder. But it's not really practical. Because some of my cards are smaller than it. But anyway, technical difficulties that you really don't need to hear about. What's more important is your reading. You've got conception. And 16, the frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. It's reversed. I'm getting like full reversed vibes here. full moon. Energy, peak, harvest, blessings, achievement. White Tara, compassion, peace, healing, longevity. God, I can't pronounce stuff at the moment. Longevity. And then we've got versatility, which is Sun in Gemini. And then we've got ostentation. Actually, I don't think this is your card, Paul. I think this is another pile. See, this is what I'm saying. This card holder is not my... Yeah, that's not your card. But maybe it might be yours. I'll keep it aside. I don't think so. I don't think it's your card. God. Okay, I'm not doing this again. I'm not using this thing again. Honestly, if you were to see it, you'd be like, yeah, she can't see the cards. I don't know why she's doing that. But anyway, never mind. So, yeah, from what I get, so I'm going to stick with the ones that I know that are yours. I think that's the safest thing to do, isn't it? Bending over backwards for something interesting. To try and like make something happen. Let's see what your tarot has to say. I'm curious, Paul. 3, I don't know. Let's have a look. Because full moon is yes. Conception reversed is no. White Tara is maybe. Versatility is like, I'm going to make this happen. That's what I'm getting. 3 of Swords. Page of Swords. 6 of Swords. You are thinking, aren't you, my darling Gemini? Right, okay, the world reversed. Yeah, this, you're not accepting that if you get a no, you're like, I'm not accepting no. Okay, 5 of Swords. So, okay, we've got majority swords here. There's only two cards that are not swords here. So there's a lot of thinking going on. Also, we've got 2 pages. We've got this kind of like, maybe there's a bit of something called denial going on here. Sailing down denial. Yeah, I think that might be happening. But I mean, there is still a chance. Are you on the path? Are you on the right path? I feel like you're refusing to believe that you're not on the right path. That's what's going here. Pile 3. Which is why I couldn't get it from that top pile. And why I had the problems with the cards and everything like that. Because I don't think you know yet. And there's something that you're not facing. You definitely know that this is somewhere that you want to go. You know that this is somewhere that you have to go. But you've got some major things that are not being faced here. And you know, what are your motives for setting on this path? I ask you. Why are you doing what you're doing? And this is such an interesting 5 of Swords, because when I saw this, it reminded me actually of the 7. Because it looks like a 7 of Swords, but it's actually a 5. And that says to me that there's something that you're not facing at all. From the 5 to the 6 as well. And there may be also like a kind of quality where you're thinking, this could be amazing if it could turn out to be a reality. You may also have convinced yourself that you're coming from this place of compassion and love, experience. But there's something not right here, pile 3. Ace of Swords reversed. Okay, yeah, you're not communicating with yourself properly. There's something going on. I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing, pile 3? Are you on the right path? What is your path? What is the path, pile 3? What is it that you want? What do you want? Because it seems a little bit like wishy-washy. And what's quite what's challenging is that if you don't ascertain the place where you truly want to come from, one little kind of degree alteration on your path may cause you to end up in completely like somewhere where you definitely didn't want to be. That 5 of Swords is reversed though, so there is some admittal to it, and also this Page of Cups is your saviour, and this 6, to be fair. There is something, but I just feel like there's something that yeah, it's unfinished. Something unfinished. So, okay, with the White Tarot, what I would say the right path is that you have to heal first completely before you embark on any path. Because there's something that's really hurt you. Something that you didn't get. Particularly with our full moon as well. Something that you really desperately wanted to manifest. You bent over backwards in order to make it happen, and it didn't happen. And yeah, you are now wanting to it's very difficult to face that pain. You're kind of in the process of facing it, but it's quite arduous. It's a big job. It's not something that you just think, oh yeah, you get over the actual, like, you know, you stop crying every day and then it's done. The pain goes in deeper. There's something else. It was a big disappointment, massive disappointment, massive. But you are seeing the good in the situation. You are seeing what can come out of the situation, and you're starting to. It's interesting. This is pointing towards 3 swords here. You're having to go back and reevaluate the pain and how you dealt with the pain. Sorry, my friends, bear with me. Sorry about that. So, yeah, it seems like that. So I think maybe you were trying to like cheat yourself out of the pain, and then you realise that actually you have to go back and you have to solve it again. For some of you, this may be about you embarking on a new relationship, and you might realise that you can't go forward because you know that you need to heal more first, otherwise you're not going to be fair to the other person. Six of Hearts. The portal for the soulmate. It's reversed as well. What, is it reversed? Is it? I can never tell actually. But anyway, yeah, portal for the soulmate. Portal for the prisms, 4 of diamonds. Yeah, if you're going to be happy, you're really going to need to reassess your values within relationships. Because also, like, distracting yourself with stuff, it's not going to work. Seven of Diamonds. Portal for the Spark. Yeah, this is what you found when you start to actually do the work. You see that there is some hope. But it's almost like you've done a bit of the work and now you're like, oh, now I think I can just like do whatever like I've done. It's like when you've hurt your leg and you don't want to rest. So you rest it for a few days, right? Or you rest it for a day or two, and then the pain goes down because you completely rested it for those few days. And then you decide to go for a run or a marathon or whatever. And then you end up more injured than you were before. That's what that is. That's what this is what's happened, and this was the healing. So you got that spark, you got some kind of like sense of you being rehabilitated. And then it just went back, and then you realised, actually, no, I can't do this. It could be something quite like that, actually. It could be that you have a love for running, you might have got injured, and you found that you couldn't run, you couldn't do your thing, you couldn't exercise, you couldn't be physical, and it's really, really hard. So, yeah. 6 of Diamonds. The portal for the rainbows, reversed. Yeah, there's some sadness here. King of Spades. The God of Worlds. You have a choice here. You have a choice to manage your destiny or to be a victim of it. Jack of Hearts, the God of Dreams, with the 5 of Swords. Okay, right. So, and this 5 of Swords is something very special. Yeah. You need to manage yourself, manage your dreams, manage this. Or are you going to be a slave to it? It's up to you. It is absolutely up to you. Pile 3. Okay, let's have a look at your other cards. Priestess of the East. Wow. I might need to look that up. Because I have no idea what that could represent. Priestess of the East. Priestess of the East. Sometimes these cards are so random. I'm just like, what? They look pretty, but do you know what I mean? Okay. Clarity and inspiration for new beginnings, and asks you what you want to bring into being. Okay. So basically, it's asking you to delve deeper into your spiritual practice so that you can gain insight. So, okay, it's more kind of like the High Priestess. Okay, I hear that. I'm just sorry, I'm just not really kind of knowledgeable with this artist's kind of, some of the cards are amazing, really easy to read, but some of them are a bit like, okay, yes. I love them, they're amazing. So yeah, this is the High Priestess, I would say. So this is you tuning into that energy of the High Priestess rather than going out, go in. Wow, this is healing. Absolutely. Healing in its finest form. Healing. This White Tara, you have to utilize her energy in the correct way. And also Gemini is Raphael's sign as well. So, or the archangel of Gemini, the archangel of Gemini is Raphael. Yeah, you have to utilize White Tara properly. Use her, like, help her, evoke her for you to engage in a better healing practice for yourself to discern which is the right path for you. Because something can't conceive. The dream can't conceive. Something can't be brought to reality. And it's almost like it's waiting to do that. But there's something that it's almost like you need to make something fertile in order for the egg to be able to take root and grow. This is very specific, and I'm sorry about the males that are in the audience, but I'm getting an image of, the lining of the womb pre-menstrual, on the menstrual cycle, and how the womb becomes ready to receive the egg and hold the egg. And right now, the lining, it's not being allowed to hold that egg. So there's no chance of you being able to conceive anything. And even for the men in the audience, this is really about the idea of you being able to hold that space to be able to conceive. Holding all the space for the grounds, the correct environments in order to conceive something that would give rise to this idea of this path that you want to go on. Because right now I don't even see a path right now. I just see like thinking that the idea is nice, but I don't really see it for you. And if you found it hard, that's probably why. Because this stuff needs to be sorted out first. There needs to be a really good sense of clarity before you move forward. Acquisitiveness, ownership, avarice, and profuseness. So there's some information that needs to be acquired. There's still some discovery that needs to happen. There's still healing, more than anything, healing. Okay, so, wow, look at that, beyond the ego. I'll read to you what it says in the book, because there's a beautiful poem that goes with each of these, and then I'll close out with a question. Okay. Surrender to the flow of life. Make me drunk, so forget about I. Ruin me, so I plunge into the house of ruin. I will then become free from the tricks of life and relieved from the duality of the world, dissolved into nothingness. I will rise above heaven, deftly and fearlessly. I will demolish my own ego. Why should I be stuck in the abyss of life's darkness? Why should I remain like a worm in a cocoon? And that's Iragi. So to be truly happy is to be free from attachment from the physical realities of life. Reaching this state requires you to disconnect from the ego self and move beyond thoughts and mindfulness as much as possible. The moment you are free from the ego self, you begin to feel the light soothing your soul. So replace selfish or burdening thoughts by visualizing something you'd like to happen in the future, or by replaying a scene from your favorite movie or book in your mind. By giving your mind a rest from too much thought, you will make room for the feeling of love and affection. Wow. So yeah, that's pretty much what the reading is saying. Go within. Stop seeking without. And then you have Aquarius. So something significant might happen around February. End of February towards mid... Is it end of February? No, it's end of January towards the end of February. January to February. Aquarius. How can you fill anyone else's cup if yours is empty? I love that. I hope you were able to see that. Yeah. Wow, that's brilliant. Wow. Pile 3, that was pretty intense. But I think it was on point. I liked it. Did you? Let me know in the comments. If you did like it, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe for more videos. But otherwise, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you Pile 3. I hope you found it useful, and I shall see you in the next reading. Take care.